Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now, there's been some interesting claims against Brad Garlinghouse as well as Ripple execs and what XRP is doing right now to potentially kind of dethrone and overthrow, I should say, the Bitcoin reserve in terms of what's going to be coming out of Washington. Who knows? This has been a wacky last few weeks as it relates to cryptocurrency. And if you all have been watching me here on the channel, we've been talking about it each and every second of these breaking news stories that we do have. And in this video, I'm going to give you guys the Ripple breaking news of the day because this is something as we look into XRP, we're going to have a lot of coverage moving on. But this is a storyline which I wanted to touch upon as we look into Garlinghouse defending against the Bitcoin reserve sabotage claims that we're going to address here in this video. Before we get into it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for giving me a couple minutes of your time. I appreciate you all, and let's hit the news, all right? Now, before we get into it, I am going to talk about the overall market right now. Guys, this is not financial advice. Always do your own research and due diligence, but this is a market that is seemingly, in my opinion, now this is just my 2 cents, right? I'm not a crypto wizard where I can tell you exactly what price XRP will be tomorrow, but I will tell you that I think right now, nobody knows exactly what is happening. And what I mean by that is, I'm not saying that nobody knows how to trade crypto. I'm just saying nobody has ever seen what is going on right now in Washington ever in the history of anything pretty much in civilization. That's just where I'm at on all that. All right, we'll leave the politics aside except for when it does impact crypto. But as it relates to XRP today, this is something where I think a lot of crypto traders, not just in the United States, but abroad, are taking that wait and see approach. Where's the market headed? What is actually going to happen? And as it relates to XRP, as we look at it right now, up 1.2% on the day, this was one of the movers yesterday where we did in the, as we did on January 20th, hit above $3.30 once more. Okay, so just 4 days ago, Ripple is pretty much being fully transparent, I think, with some of their media releases. But this is something where, guys, when we were dipping down closer to that $3 level, that's where we backed up the truck and added more XRP. Now, there are a lot of jokes going aside about the XRP in terms of CBDC, okay? And that's kind of where it leads me to a question to ask you all. In your XRP liking, okay, you're either an XRP maxi or you're not. You're anti-XRP, in my personal opinion. That's okay. There's room for both people and both parties in this conversation. The story I want to kind of push across to you guys is, do you fall into the narrative where this kind of saying there will not be a CBDC, does this align with kind of your thought process within XRP and Ripple? Is this going to be good for XRP moving forward? We've talked about it ad nauseum about how the United States look to implement XRP, one of the domestic centerpieces within the United States being a crypto strategic reserve. Okay, that's just how I view it. That's bullish for me. Okay, but then you hear all the FUD. You hear all the FUD, like Ripple never had to buy, they never had to reinvest, like companies such as Apple and Google, and that kind of throws me off my horse a little bit. But understanding the product, I do wish that we would get more kind of reinvested within XRP than rather just, hey, this is what we're going to do as Ripple, and you guys go buy our token, and we don't really have a game plan on how that's going to help you as a holder. Okay, I understand what's kind of the idea is. I understand the foundation and the workflow of how this all reciprocates into the price of XRP getting higher. But it leads us into the conversation where, as we look at the chart in present day, is XRP not pumping? Is this priced in? I'm curious why, with all the steam that we're getting out of Donald Trump and everything he's doing from a crypto standpoint, even without that, we were talking XRP $4, $5 and beyond. Now, we have the most bullish climate in the history of cryptocurrency as a United States citizen. And I think globally, we're taking a wait-and-see approach because we don't really know what's going to all shape out. I think that's foolish, but I'm not going to tell you guys to ever buy or sell a crypto. And as a XRP holder myself, I quite frankly don't care if XRP falls more into that classification, if you will, like the FUD about XRP, saying it's a digital central banking dollar. I don't really, quite frankly, care, okay? It's something where I do believe in what Ripple brings to the table. I can't go on Wall Street or the Dow Jones or NASDAQ and buy XRP. Not yet. But what I'm getting at is I'm talking about XRP in the form and fashion that it has to be a crypto. Okay. And if that's the vehicle that we need to get Ripple to where it's going to, then I'm going to buy XRP in pure speculation in hopes and promises that XRP one day does change the crypto world, and maybe one day we do get to have an explosion like people were fudding and doubting Bitcoin in the early days of adoption. Kind of where I stand overall. All right, we're not going to go down that rabbit hole. This is the XRP chart, $3.16 as it stands today. Stay with me here. We're going to get into this a little bit deeper. Coming out just minutes or hours ago, I should say, as Pierre Rochard accused Ripple of lobbying against the Bitcoin reserve. Now, this is something where Garlinghouse has defended these claims as Trump has signed an executive order to establish national digital asset stockpile. Okay? This has been months. This is what people are worried about, that this was all priced in, that the strategic Bitcoin reserve was all priced in. And now as Ripple wages war kind of against the crypto world, you're either for them or against them. Now Ripple Labs is being flagged as actively lobbying against achieving the Bitcoin strategic reserve. Now hold up a second. Everything I've read says it's going to be a crypto stockpile, a national strategic crypto stockpile. Not exclusive to Bitcoin. Keep that in mind. Now, if you guys follow me on X, you know what I've been posting about the overlap within American-based companies, within BlackRock, within the World Liberty Token Foundation, whatever you want to call it. And that's something where it couples with the American-made crypto side of the game. CoinGlass, I think, was the provider of that information. That's my source. It's very interesting. And outside of the most glaring anomaly of that overlap is the fact that Chainlink is connected by all four of these ovals. Okay, it's a Venn diagram kind of looking thing. Now, on top of that, something I do want to share with you guys is XRP checks 3 of the 4 boxes, and it's something where I think that there's something more behind the scenes going on. But this is something where we look into this, guys. I don't really see a reason in hell why Ripple Labs would want to dethrone the SBR plans, even if they fail in this regard. XRP is still going to experience a pump. It's still going to be beneficial, and it's still going to, in turn, benefit Ripple. So I completely disagree with these baseless claims, the Rochard claims, if you will, and that is saying where he's aggressively lobbying against the SBR by throwing around millions of dollars at politicians, believing that the motivation of Ripple Labs is to derail the reserve plans. Maybe to derail Bitcoin as being exclusive, but we've already heard that. So this kind of goes right out the window, that won't be the case, okay? Obviously, they want to protect their marketing narratives. This is the quote that is relevant. And push for CBDCs built on their platform, a la RLUSD, okay? Now, that's something back during the Biden administration. Maybe this was just some kind of FUD to dethrone the Republicans from getting in the office. Who knows? There could be an endless list of conspiracy and theories about this, okay? But I do think that as an American-based company, XRP is going to benefit significantly, okay? And this is something where I've read this actually in real time because I do get a lot of XRP notifications on my X page. And I did get, for some reason, Pierre Rochard came across my timeline saying the biggest obstacle for the strategic Bitcoin reserve is not Fed, Treasury banks, or Elizabeth Warren. It's XRP Ripple. So maybe this was engagement farming. Maybe he just wanted to post something stupid to get people to click on his post. However, Bitcoin Pierre is desperately trying to FUD XRP. Now, I'm giving him some airtime talking about him in this video, and that's all right. Everybody's welcome on my channel, all right? But as we look into Garlinghouse's response, unless you're choosing to ignore the core tenets of the POTUS campaign, which aggressively supports American companies and technologies, our efforts are actually increasing the likelihood of a crypto strategic reserve, which does include Bitcoin. Maxis are maxis, man. So just disregard the FUD. There are XRP maxis. There are Bitcoin maxis. Hell, there's Shiba Inu maxis. Everybody's welcome in crypto. That's the beauty of it, okay? Now, I can tell you guys one thing, and we're going to kind of switch gears here. I wanted to share with you guys Garlinghouse's defense. I would much rather defend XRP against this gentleman, the Pierre Rochards of the world, versus the SEC. Okay, I'd rather be talking about Pierre Rochard here on January 24th versus Gary Gensler. So to put that in perspective, I think we're doing quite well. Now, moving forward, I want to see what happens. I want to get more information about this strategic stockpile reserve, whatever you want to call it. But I will tell you guys and conclude on this note. I don't think, and I have varying age demographics that watch my videos. I know how old you guys are. There's people that are 18 years old, and there's people that are in their 80s, okay? I'm just being honest. So the issue is, this is potentially the most polarizing and going to be one day controversial kind of presidency that I think we're all going to be in agreement that we've ever seen. Despite what generation you're from, who you voted for, it does not matter. And I think right now, the only thing going on right now that is allowing this to happen, okay, is the fact that I think that on the other side of the fence, they are just exhausted from an extensive election, kind of suffering in swallow, it's something where it's just, I don't understand why there's nobody combating this. It's very quite confusing with the totalitarian approach. And I agree with a lot of these policies and executive orders from a political standpoint. I'm not going to mix swords into the crypto ring, like I said, but I'm just kind of trying to let you guys know that I'm unbiased in the fact that this is going to be the craziest 4 years of our lifetime. And it's all happening in one day. And it's just very shocking to me how much is actually getting done in less than 48 hours. And we've been trading crypto, since 2017 for me, okay? Some people longer than that. It's very fascinating to see how much has gotten done for the landscape and the legislative aspects of crypto in just one day. And this is just a tip of the iceberg. I do believe a lot more is coming. So buckle up and enjoy the ride. And if we do hit a bull run in full swing, Lord have mercy on our bags. Okay? But that's what we got going on. Make sure you all like, comment, and subscribe right down below. We do talk crypto every single day. Appreciate you guys always tuning into my channel. If you haven't followed me on X, make sure you do that as well, at TCryptoMark. And we'll see you all in the next video. Peace.